Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's up? What's good? What's happening, world? I'm talking about a brand new day that ain't nobody seen before. TikTok. While it's just us, we appreciate the platform that you provided, the ingenuity and the creativity that you've allowed us to get on here and share our opinions and our truths and understanding and understanding. We appreciate that. And for that reason, we're going to respect the platform and share light and love and good vibration with anybody that can see and hear what's going on, what's happening, what's good, family. Peace, good health, good vibration. You see the title, Revealing the Deception. I got a series going on of lives and topics that I post on deconstructing the Bible. And we're going to get back to that and just help people understand what's going on around us today and what the Bible is for. Before we get into this, y'all always know how I start. I'm trigger warning to the Christians or religious people that may hear some information that may contradict your doctrine or your religious beliefs. I am making no attempts to be right according to anybody's doctrine or religion. What we are looking for is understanding of the text. Nothing more, nothing less. We seek an understanding and an understanding. And it is based upon truth. That's where your understanding is based on, is what you stand on. Truth. So with this said, it's a sensitive topic I'm going to touch on today, but it just came to me to touch on. It's been on me for a while to touch on it, but I didn't know how to approach it because of the sensitivity of the topic. Before I begin with getting into the text, let me share something with the people that's in here. We got 10 people in here. That's cool. Let me share something with you. You hear a lot about the 12. Everybody hear about the 12 tribes and what is the 12, and you hear me say 12 constellation, and it represent the mind. But a better way to present it came to me, and it's an objective way to present it, and I'm gonna share it with you now. And we're gonna just do it by counting. So here we go. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Subconscious mind. 8. Conscious mind. 9. The light of the subconscious and conscious mind. 10. The creator of the light, God, which is mother and father. 11 and 12. And this is the real you. And then, the 13th is the physical body, the manifestation, which is the embodiment of it all. So this is the 12, and then the 13th one being you, the physical self, the head, is what we're talking about. This is how we experience reality and the 5 senses and everything. That is it. This is what everything around us represent in the reproduction and the regeneration of the head. So yeah, let's get to the topic today, man. We going into the Bible, we gonna deconstruct, and we gonna get some understanding of what's in the book. Peace to the gods and goddesses, kings and queens, children of the Most High. What's happening with you? This is for you. We just sharing some understanding with you. We're not attacking anybody in any way. What we gonna bust down is Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 35 today. Just on my heart to do it, and we're gonna take our time and we're gonna bust it down. Get your pen out and write these verses down, because this is where we going, and y'all know how I start bumping and I might get off track. So write this down. And the people that's in the comment section as we go, they are there because they have some understanding about what I'm sharing. And so they may answer questions for you if this is your first time listening, and you may want to get caught up to where we at and how we present this information. There's people in the comment section that I specifically asked to be there. And there's people that just, they know about what time I go live and they get in here and they know what's up. So don't feel like it's just people answering you just dry. They there because they done had their own experience. We deal with a lot of objectivity instead of relativity. We are going into object, which mean things that we experience. When we broke down that 12, that 13, this is something that we all share. This is something that we all have. So it's not relative. And this is where we are. And we'll run that back for the people that's just getting in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to take my time before we get into this text. I'm going to repeat this 12, this 13. Mic check, peace, everybody. What's happening? Let me bust this down for you. So you will understand where we are coming from as we deconstruct the Bible and give you the inner meaning of the text. First, let's understand what the 12 is, and then the 13. So I did this just a few seconds ago. I'm going to do it again because I see some more people in here. So let's do our count, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. And then the light of the subconscious and conscious mind. That's 10. And then the creator of the light, that's mama and daddy, which we all have. That's 11 and 12. And then the 13 is you, the manifestation in the physical self, which everything revolves around and consists of. And this is how we experience what's called existence and life through the head. And this is all what this represents. We always talking about us. This is the understanding of the level of understanding that we come from as we read the text. We reading it from the head. We getting the understanding. Y'all with it? Jeremiah chapter 32, we finna look at verse 35. Trigger warning. And they built the high places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. All right, that's the topic. That's where we starting from. The word Molech means king. Reading from the King James Version. We are in the world, we are in the empire that the king set up. It's called the United Kingdom, by the way, because they united the ideologies of the 6 kingdoms, the 6 world empires that came before it. And this is what the King James Bible is. This is why it is. It is a combination of Canaanite, Babylonian, Egyptian, Egyptian, Persian, Greek, Roman, and then the United Kingdom, the 7-1, united all of these ideologies and gave it to you in the form of what's called the King James Version. Molech mean king. Let's bust down this verse. And they built the high places of Baal. Baal mean Lord. That's what it mean. And Lord mean master. Baal also mean husband or landowner, landlord. But that's what it mean. Baal literally mean Lord. Need you to understand that, because a lot of people hollering Lord, 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 but not everybody hollering Lord, Lord, Lord enters into the king's dome, but those that do the will of the Father. And high places are places of worship to the Lord. which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom. Hinnom means cries of children or son of muffled groaning. Hinnom means cries of children or son of muffled groaning. Because see, what they are doing is because of the will of the king that they serve, in the name of the God of the king that they serve. Follow what we saying. And we just looking at the prophecy that are being fulfilled in front of us. Because to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech, unto the king. Planned Parenthood. You know, once they take what they're gonna use, the rest is incinerated. We're gonna help you understand it all. We're gonna connect it all for you, because what has happened before happens again is happening now. This is what is done in ignorance, because Satan is worshiped in the dark. If you are ignorant, then you are in the dark. That's how you worship. That's where you got to be, and that's how you got to be to worship Satan, in the dark. Ignorant. All right, here we go. Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my mind. What? To do what? To sacrifice my sons and my daughters. The concept of sacrificing my children has never even entered into my mind. Ever. Not the Most High, but the God of this world, the Lord. This is how he's worshiped. Follow me now. Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my mind that they should do this abomination. Some of my old videos on YouTube, you hear me hollering and screaming, it's an abomination. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be turned up. But I'm going to help you understand it beyond the religion. To cause Judah to sin. Who? Not the world. We're not talking, we not talking about man. We're talking about Judah. To cause Judah to sin. So what do Judah mean? Praise. Let God be praised. The people that praise God. The priests. The ones that were meant to be a royal priesthood upon the earth. Royalty. So what's going on? Well, let's show you what's going on. Why is this? What's happening? Because we said it happened before. Jeremiah is prophesying. So what's going on? Let's go to Exodus chapter 1, verse 16. We're going to bring you to Planned Parenthood. I said, we're going to bring you to Planned Parenthood. We're going to help you understand why it's us that's targeted with it. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Exodus chapter 1 verse 16. Well, you know what? We'll start at verse 13. Y'all ready? And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. I mean, work hard. Gotta work hard. Gotta go get it, get it, get it. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. Gotta work hard for that money. Yeah, man, you gotta get it, get it, get it. And the king of Egypt, because we dealing with the king, Molech. Molech mean king. Egypt mean prison or fortified place. It comes from the Hebrew word Mizraim. And the king of Egypt, the Molech of the prison, spake to the Hebrew, man, I'm not gonna make nothing up. I got it wrote down somewhere, but not in front of me. But Hebrew, hold on, I might do. Hold on. Let me pause. Let me pause right quick, cause I might have him wrote down. Hebrew. I came across like one of the meanings, like a boiling cauldron, because of the Abraham did the sacrifices and it was like a smoking pot passed in between them, like something literally brewing. But I don't have it in front of me, and it ain't gonna take too long. But somebody go look up Hebrew meaning of Hebrew. Hold on. Spake to the Hebrew, and the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Sifra, and the name of the other was Pur. I got to get them too. I don't have those wrote down. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall unalive him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And it's talking about Shifra and Pur. I need some help. I need some help today. I want somebody that's listening, go to this source for me. It's called Abarim Publications. ABARIM Publications. Go to Exodus chapter 1, verse 15. When you go onto that site, it say that you can look up names. Look up the name Shifra and Pur for me, please, if you got the time. And if you're willing, I would sure appreciate you doing it. And post the meaning of both names in the comments. All right. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Check it out now. The Hebrew women. What do women represent? Wisdom and understanding. What do son represent? Strength. The woman is the subconscious mind, and the conscious mind, the son, is the conscious mind. They attacking your strength. They are trying to weaken the nation, but the nation got soul, lively. got soul. Life is in the soul. They are lively. But let me take my time with this one. For they are lively and are delivered. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all the people, saying, every son that is born you shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive. The flood. You know, creation start with a flood. The earth, the dry land, come up out of the waters. So everything was up under the waters and got brought up out of it. So that's the flood, and then the flood narrative is retold and retold again. So let's go to Matthew chapter 2, verse 16. Planned Parenthood and why they target us. If you can put it together, we gonna put it together. Y'all let me know if it start buffering on me. I'm trying to be as careful as I can with this topic. You feel me? I said Matthew 2, verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem. Bethlehem mean house of bread or house of battle. The house of bread, and bread is the product of wheat. Wheat is fruit, the fruit of the earth, of understanding. Melchizedek brought forth bread and wine. Jesus took bread and break it, and wine, spirit. So let's go. Let's bust it down. Where is he? Which ones? The children that were where? In Bethlehem. The house of battle, the house of bread. Why is it called the house of bread and the house of battle? See, you remember when they said subdue the earth? You know, fill the earth and subdue it. Well, subdue means struggle. That's what that implied, that it's something you're going to have to subdue. The name Israel means he who struggles with the mighty one. And the name was given in the wrestling with an angel that's up on the earth, that the children of the Most High must subdue. He who overcomes. Subdue the earth. Then he who overcomes is given a crown. All right, let's take our time and make sure we understand where the target is. Only in Bethlehem. Because when you come into the following of the instructions of the Most High, which is to fill the earth, be fruitful and multiply, house of bread, and subdue it, house of battle. He who struggles with the mighty one. And in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently acquired of the wise men. What happened on the second day of creation is the creation of the mind, the creation of consciousness. But it is only the consciousness of the awareness of the physical self. There is no light yet put into the mind. Who they coming for? Bethlehem. Who was Pharaoh coming for in Exodus 1:16? Who are you? Midwives are nurses and doctors. They work for the king. He who struggles with the mighty one. Yeah, that's what Israel means. So y'all know what I'm talking about when it's saying, well, what's going on? Why they target us? Because they know what comes from us. They know what's in our DNA. And it's been done before. And we're trying to show you that what it actually is a sacrifice to their God. King Herod, Molech, the king, Pharaoh of Egypt. And now you got King James. This whole setup, this colonial setup, yeah, they got power bases, but one of the power bases, the main stronghold of your mind, is King James. That's what we reading from, ain't it? That's what we getting the understanding from. But when I started, I counted out to you 12, and then I showed you the 13th one. And that don't come from a book. Because you quote from authority. So nature don't quote the Bible quote nature. What we demonstrated objectively is the nature of everybody that can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Everybody got a head. Everybody experienced life through the five senses, whether you have an understanding of the Most High or not. This is objective truth. We just counted it out for you because we know we just dealing with the head. We're not necessarily dealing with the body every time we address this stuff. Some of this stuff is just for the head. But you got to understand why this thing that they call Planned Parenthood and how. Let's go one more time. Let's get the book out. Let's speak through the veil a little bit more before we just go to rolling. Revelation chapter 12 one more time. If you understand this all over the book. In the beginning, I showed you that in Exodus. I showed it to you in Matthew. All right, now we're going to reveal it to you in the book of Revelation. Revelation chapter 12, we're going to look at verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven. His third drew a third part of the stars of heaven. The word star comes from Ishtar, queen of heaven. Because the stars are coming from her crown, because these are her crown. All right, let's go. And the third of 12 is what? 4. We talk about what happened on the fourth day. Now, in Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 35, we talk about that caused Judah to fall to this abomination. Judah is the fourth son of Israel. We're talking about what happened on the fourth day because those that were meant to be the light of the world. That's what we were sent. What happened on the fourth day? The lights were placed in the firmament. You are the light of the world. So we're talking about those that caused the light of the world to fall, this abomination. And his tail drew a third of the part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. The fall. How we fell. Let's read it now. I know, but don't worry about it. Listen to me. We good. And did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. That's why they do that. That's why the Planned Parenthood come for you. That's why it happened in Exodus. That's why it happened in Matthew. See, these different world empires, we've had to, because of our way of existence, because of the understanding, and also because of our birthright. We've had to overcome and reveal the nakedness of world empires before. And this ain't the first time that they have come for our birthright. Up under these, the up under it is recorded how under the empire of Egypt, the children of the Most High were targeted because they knew who and what we were. On a physical, literal, objective sense, our conscious mind is constantly under assault with a false view of reality. Our conscious mind is. The body, when we are unconscious of the reality of our existence, is our prison, and the ideologies that rule the body, if they are based on deception or subjugation, it is a prison on an objective level. Trying to put this in the right way. So when the Egyptians did it, it's showing you through the book that they did it through what they call the midwives, or what we would call doctors and nurses. But the doctors and nurses, not all of them, did the will of the king. This time we had what they had it, CV-19, but it's something that must be done by way of doctors and nurses, or those that are in service to the king and do the will of the king. Molech, King James, Molech, James. Molech mean king. So then you get to the Romans, and when they did it, is King Herod, and King Herod is doing it to his own people for the sake of the Romans. Because it said that King Herod was a Jew too. But he was a ruler put in charge of the Jews by the Romans. Like, they let him go ahead and do his thing because they took over. Y'all can stay where y'all at, but y'all pay taxes to us and y'all just part of our empire here. Yeah, you down with us, you can rule. On the objective level, yeah, it's talking about the assault of the conscious mind with these ideologies, but we're also talking about the assault on our children, on our offspring, on our strength. And that the same thing Herod did, and the same thing King Herod did, the same thing the king of Egypt did, is being done under the King James era. It's just called Planned Parenthood. If you can get that. Hinnom mean cries of children, or the son of muffled groaning. Because for a time, like what's going on in what's called the Middle East, their groaning was muffled, of the children, or in the places like the Congo, it was muffled. We couldn't hear the cries of what's going on. We couldn't see it, couldn't hear it, because our conscious mind was being deceived and enslaved. Couldn't see reality. Now we can see it and hear the cries of the children. Can see it for what it is and why the children are literally being targeted. You're dealing with a culture built on sacrifice, ritualistic blood sacrifice. It got to put it in your face, get you to agree to it, and say, yeah, it's good. And so they can do it. But when it's in your face and it's being done, it's like, oh no, we want to turn our head away from it, which means to repent of it. But sin, when it reaches full measure, can no longer be hidden. So we are literally seeing the bodies in front of us. Like they can't hide it. It's so many of them piling up that they can no longer hide it. And it's us. All around the world. It's us. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just being as careful as I can with the topic, but y'all know I'm glad y'all are listening and can hear what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Subconscious mind, conscious mind, the light of the subconscious and conscious mind. That's 10. Mother and father, the creators of that light. 13. The manifestation physically, us. They come for the head. Try to cut your head off, the pyramid with the top removed. This how they rule. Long as they can keep your head separated and they can subject, but they put it in our face. They put it in our, so we just making sure we share with the people what's going on, making sure the people can see it and understand it and come away from it, come out of it. Because your enemy know how to present things to you and make it look like the best thing since sliced bread. Make it make all the sense in the world. But we are most definitely being targeted in all senses of the word. So you got to understand what King James is. When I go into the King James, it's like Neo going into the Matrix to reveal the Matrix to them through King James. To show them this is how you got wrapped up. This was called the King James version of reality. This is what has warped your mind. And to come and free you of it. To reveal what it is and why it is. And when it's finally revealed to people, when their eyes open, to some it may be shocking. And that's why I've been learning through my own presentation in the divine feminine energy around me to present this information with humility and patience and love as much as possible. You know what I mean? So that people can learn and understand as opposed to debating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's heavy. It's heavy once the deception is revealed. That's why we say revealing the deception. If it's 7 heads on the beast, and we can count the 7 for you through the Bible, ending in King James, the United Kingdom, Molech. The sacrifice is done for the sake of Molech, the king that they serve, that they worship, that they imitate. Because the will of the king is being done. That's what's happening. It ain't stopped happening. We getting political now, but didn't we just describe to you and say to you that if the government was to take Beamer's philosophy and make the official version according to George Bush Sr., Dick Cheney, Donald Trump, and made the official version of the doctrine of Beamer, would you trust it? Not only that would the government make this the official doctrine of Beamer, they would make this the law of the land and outlaw any other doctrine but the doctrine of Beamer. Where this what was done with what's called the Bible in the Roman Empire. They took the teachings of who were called the Gnostics, eradicated them, and put a book together that you know of as the Bible. But it was the government of the time of a world empire that put it together. Like it's an official government version of this doctrine. That's what the Romans did. King James did the same thing. Did he not? Talking about with the minds of the people here. Well, the UK is an extension of the Roman Empire. They united all of the ideologies of the preceding empires before them, because these are the king's dome. This is where they rule from. These ideologies. Is it not? This whole society and this whole ideology is based on the King James version of reality itself. And everything that's being done is because of the will and service to the king. I'm saying he's called King Charles today, but people seem it's like nah. It's where your book come from. His great. It's your ruler. If you in the dark. But you know, nature, wisdom is known of her children, and she manifests as understanding and wisdom objectively, our experience. It didn't come this, okay, let me put it like this, help the people that might not understand what I'm saying. This moment that we are all in right now, this moment that cannot be measured, moments can't be measured. Okay, who paid for it? What did you do to get it? What knowledge did you have, or what good thing did you know or say or do, or what ritual did you perform to end up in this moment right now? Okay, who you owe for it? Who do you owe for this moment that we in that's called the present? Yeah, who you owe for it? Do you not know that if somebody give you a present, it's called a present because you don't owe nothing for it? That's why it's a present. Man, you remember when your baby was like 2-3 years old, and then sometimes you'd be like, I wish they could just stay a baby. But they grow up and they become a man. And boy, I say, we start thinking the sun came up because of something special we did. But the grace was used to be sufficient. It was sufficient until we called ourselves grown up. Then the grace wasn't sufficient no more. But boy, I say we sure wish that baby could have stayed just like a baby. Man, that might be why they say you got to come to the kingdom like that. It might be why. I'm just rolling. Trying to remind the people that it's deeper than a religious doctrine. I mean, if you want to confine it to that, that's your business. But it's nobody's place to condemn other people for not accepting your particular doctrine. It's called grace. Thank you. Somebody said grace, and that's the most simplest way to put it in one word. grace. Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it awesome? So it's now that we understand, we sharing this knowledge, we are also applying it. We also applying the understanding that we have, and people already know what it is we talking about on the application of it, and the things that we're gonna face in the process of applying this understanding. Um, Synchronicity is real. That's how we tell what time it is. It's synchronicity in our lives, my life and yours, and that's how you know what's to do and what's being done. We in the process of building right now with like-minded individuals. We're not waiting. We're not waiting on anybody's permission or agreement. Those that have come together and have an understanding, we just gonna move with that, and it'll grow from there. To smart like the Tower of Babel, rattle in the crib. I'm looking at the comments, seeing if people got questions. Just because you're grown up doesn't mean you have matured. I say. I say. The Most High's kingdoms come with the child's birth. You hear me? That's why you be crowning when you first coming out. And I'm uploading some of these other videos. I got one downloading now, and I'm gonna be uploading the last few here soon, y'all. A lot of us don't understand who and what we are, and because of that, the sixth act and the making of lives is not seen as sacred. When we operate like this in ignorance, it is considered an abomination or Satan worship, whether we are conscious of it or not. Praise and worship, when we talk about imitating the Most High in the best or the most positive sense, it is as a creator, as creators. And that when we create in love, is why it's called making love. When we create in light, in peace, in understanding. In the negative sense is when we are destroyers, in ignorant. The absence of light is darkness, not the opposite. It's the absence of light. You remember the mind that was created, the firmament that was not called good, because there wasn't no light in it? The absence of light. That's what darkness is. So it was a time when we were ignorant of who and what we were, and we operated in the dark. We look around and we see the results once we wake up and come into the light. We look around us and we see the results of living in the dark or ignorance of who and what we are. The Bible is revealing to you that the Planned Parenthood that's going on around you is proof and evidence of where you are and what's going on and who's really being served. They will be done in the departure from the absence of light. Is there's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, we not giving you nothing new. When we come into light, it's not new light. It's us that's just now becoming aware of what was and is and will be. But I'm just making sure that we understand what Planned Parenthood is and why it's in our neighborhoods and what king they serving. I really need you to get it. I know how they paint the picture, and I don't want to step on no toes with what I'm presenting, but I had to give you some Bible precepts to back up what I'm saying, what I'm pointing out to you that's happening now. Jeremiah prophesied about it. It happened in Exodus. It happened in Matthew. It's happening in our times. It's in our neighborhoods predominantly. Why you think that is? But our people can't see it. That it's happened before. It's happening now. That's why we getting ready, because it's also showing you that every one of these empires have fallen. Every one of them. So we getting ready. Yeah, the light been here. It's us that become aware of it, conscious of it. And we become conscious of who we are, our anointing. We become conscious of who we are, the light of the world. If that's when you become conscious of who you are, you was and what you are sent to do, then you understand what it is when it said you are the light of the world. And if it's talking about you are the light of the world, it's imperative that you understand what the light is, the purpose of the light, when the light came, what the light role is in the kingdom, what the light was sent to do and how it operate. And the Bible described that in what's called our creation narrative. It start with that. But the doctrine start with what's called the ghost spell. And our people get caught up in spells, literally. You got to spell it like this. You got to spell it like that. You got to say it like this, as if the attributes of the Most High God could be contained in letters, alphabets, or spells. It only speaks to their ignorance and their arrogance. And that's it. That's it. You got to have this name. If you can name it, then that means that there is something above what can be named. Since we're talking about vain imaginations of our arrogance, if you can name it and you can define it, then that means just because you named it, just because you defined it, there is something above and outside of it that cannot be. Until you humble and accept that what we dealing with cannot be defined, cannot be named. And the closest that you're going to ever get to it is like the young lady said yesterday, is knowing yourself. I am. Knowing who I am. That's the closest you're going to get to it. And then there is a humbling process. We'll quit trying to come up with names and titles and humble ourselves to accept the ineffable, inexpressible nature of what it is we are experiencing. Instead of trying to confine it and define it as if we could. Till you understand that you can't, you just demonstrating that you're ignorant of what's really happening. Yeah, everything is in you. If the creation, let's creation take place from the kingdom, from the king's dome. God As the book say, the Elohim, the powers, is creating from the king's dome, from the kingdom. God created the heavens and the earth from the kingdom. Where is the kingdom? I'm going to repeat it. I said, your book say, God created the heavens and the earth. We know God created the heavens and the earth from the kingdom. And the kingdom is where? Wait a minute. So closest you're going to get to understanding the Most High is knowing who you are. That's what the kingdom is. Buried in this dirt, in this grave, until it's time for it to be resurrected and brought forth. It is done so with the breath of life. Peace, peace. What's happening? What's happening? And this demonstrate the awesome wisdom. I say the awesome wisdom. And what is wisdom? Female. The awesome wisdom of the Most High. And that's so deep. Demonstrate the awesome nature of the Most High. A female, she again. It demonstrate his nature and his wisdom, which is our mother, and his wife, his counterpart, the Elohim. Don't you got a mama and a dad? So we speaking objectively. These are not relative terms. We just taking it outside of the religion. Somebody say, yeah, it's awesome. Ain't God great when you just experience that love and that light of the Most High and just, oh, yeah, do it and make tears run down your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. I know what you mean. It's cool. Let it rain. Them ain't sad tears. At all. Yeah, I always end up going there because yeah, God is great. The idea of this concept that we experience and we live out, like, man, this is awesome. This is amazing. I see it every day. Soon as we wake up in the morning, let's like get in the habit of like just meditating and just laying there and being thankful to exist. It's a brand new day. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing just when you wake up and you realize what's going on. That you done woke up. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where were you? Like, man, it's crazy. Anybody got questions or comments you want to get on? Share some testimony, revelation, understanding that you done came to experience. You welcome to do so. And we show no love to hear from you. All the time, all praise to the Most High. That's how what we experience what they call the golden age. When we do our, like right now, the system that we are under, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's not getting done because We won't work without being paid to do it. And the question always come, who gonna pay for it? And the person that's asking who gonna pay for it is because they being charged for their existence. So on and so forth. Golden ages occur when people do the work that need to be done. Not only do they do the work that needs to be done, they do it because it needs to be done. And the reason they do it because it needs to be done is because they are happy and appreciative of their existence. It's the cares and the pressures of I gotta do something to exist and maintain this existence is not there. We doing what we do from appreciation of the abundance. So we do our best work, and everything we construct and everything we build and everything we plant and everything we produce is our best. And the world experienced a golden age. As the audience, do they know what you mean when you say the Most High? That's a good question. Do y'all understand? Peace, Nilly. Do y'all understand what I mean when I say the Most High, or why I say the Most High? I take it from your book, by the way. Melchizedek, king and priest of the Most High God, who brought out the bread and the wine. Well, Molech mean king. Melchizedek mean king of righteousness. Most High because we are the children or the sons of God. We are the children of the Most High. Right? And if we are the children, ain't your child the same species as you? Or is your child of a different nature? Well, the word God comes from Elohim, and it means the mighty ones, the powers. And that's where we come from. These are our parents. So that make us gods of the Elohim. But we have among us the Most High, which is our mother and our father, that will always and forever be mother and father to us, no matter how grown we get. So we honor our mother and father, for this is right. And we call them the Most High. And then in our reality, don't you call grandmother and your grandfather and your great grandmother and your great great grandfather all the way up to who? The Most High Father and the Most High Mother that we come from. That is our lineage. I'm always talking family, and I'm always speaking objectively because these are things that we share and experience ourselves. It's how we all trace our lineage. Some people were thinking you're talking about Sky Daddy. Oh, no, we're not talking about the God of this world, as the book say, how the book put it. No, we're not talking about the religious, okay, let's put it like this. If you want to go beyond the religion, when you say God and it means the powers, it is because it is what literally powers us. Like this, what we call the spirit. The spirit half of life functions as the dominant force, and the physical half of life functions as the recessive half. So the dominant half is male and the recessive half is female. When we speak of the function of the powers. It animates it and gives the flesh life, existence, awareness. So it manifests our existence and awareness manifests through a mother and a father. And this is a manifestation of masculine and feminine energy. And this energy is a function of what we call the powers, the mighty ones, as a way of describing.
Peace and love to everyone. Peace and love to everyone. It's grand to be here today. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I wanted to just come on today for a minute and talk about the female and male part of
Go
the
ahead.
Spirit of God. Because a lot of people get it confused and they think that, because God is female and male, which we don't mean like female and male like us. You know what I'm saying? They get it confused and they think it's okay. And this is not no hate speech or anything like that. They think it's okay for man to sleep with man and woman to sleep with woman because the Spirit of God is male and female. Well, I want to explain to you that if you are placed in a male body, then you are to live as a male. If you are placed, if your spirit is placed in a female's body, then you are to live as female.
I say.
So I want to let the people know that yes, God is, the Spirit of God is female and male, but not in the sense that you're thinking. I had a guy approach me on that and said, yes, a man can sleep with a man, a woman can sleep with a woman because God is female and man. No, not in that sense. And a lot of people are confused by that. If your
I'm
spirit
a,
is put into a
I'm gonna
male,
interject you. I'm gonna interject one time and
okay,
show I in agreement with you though. But
okay,
one of these universal laws among the seven that my grandfather left me is the law of gender. And
uh-huh,
what the queen said, I wish you would repeat it. Whatever body that you are placed in, there is a law of gender.
mm-hmm,
The way that you function in that body.
that's right.
Uh, and yeah, go ahead, queen.
Yes, that's all I was saying because a lot of people are lost with that, and that's why you have so many people now feeling like it's okay to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And to bring our sisters and brothers out in knowledge, we must tell them, we love them, we love them. That's not going to keep us from loving them, but we must bring the knowledge to them about that situation because we're in a lot. We're losing a lot in that area. So we must understand that I'm a female, so I am the female that carry the parts that can reproduce. Carry a child and bring forth life. You see what I'm saying? Bring forth life. If you are not doing what you're supposed to do by gender, then what's going to happen to our future children and life? Period.
Yeah, when we
If
violate
society,
the go ahead.
yes, violate the laws of gender.
We we
There's a
we get
reason for law.
abomination. Yeah, we get abomination, we get perversion, we get sickness, we get disease. Yeah,
Right,
when we
right,
violate the law of gender. Yes, yes.
right, right. So we must understand that and we must get that word out because it's a big thing that's going on right now. You have more people coming out, in that area and society has made it okay. And it's not okay. It's not okay. So we have to teach that and make them try to help them understand, not make them understand, but try to help them to understand the law of gender so that we
Yeah,
can.
and that's real. That's a good way to present it. Cause I've spoken on the topic a few times, and when I did, my live got taken down. You know, somebody reported the live or whatever. But if we present it in the way of explaining what the law of gender and the reason we are placed in this manifestation as whatever gender we are in is to teach us something, for
That's
us to
right.
learn something about ourselves and in turn about the Most High in that manifestation. In the submission to that gender, your role is part of learning humility and learning the job of your role in the kingdom.
Right. Because
Uh,
they get stuck, they get lost with, God is female and male, which is true, which is true. But you have to have understanding behind that. You have to, we won't get mad at them and we don't hate them, and because they don't understand, they're lost. They're lost, and so we must find them and give them the knowledge that we have, and break it down to them so they can understand. You see what I'm saying? So once they
yes,
understand, then they
yes.
can move accordingly. You know, um, and that's all I wanted to say. uh, Thank you for allowing me to come on, and I'm enjoying everything that's being said. Thank you again, and like always, I love you. I love each and every last one of you. So
All
continue to do
praise
what
to the
you're
Most
doing,
High.
and I thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come up. I'll get off now.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to present it. And I'm gonna look into making sure we can come with a whole live from that angle on the law of gender, why it is, how it manifests, how it operates, and what it teaches us. Go ahead, Millie.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I just want to say a little something on that because she's absolutely right. Um, but the thing is that when they do bring it up, that's the first. That's one of the first things they say is about God being masculine and feminine energy. So I usually go this route with it. I say you're absolutely right. There is masculine and feminine energy. I say, but it
Yes,
has to fall in line with Mother Nature. If it
right,
doesn't fall in line with Mother Nature, then it becomes unnatural and not natural.
right.
See,
It's
I mean,
just yeah,
so it has to fall in line with Mother Nature, and that's coming from the male and female uh,
yeah.
attributes of the Most
It's
High
designed
all
to
the way
function. Yeah,
down.
it's designed to function a certain way. That's how.
Right,
And when we try to operate it outside of how it's designed to function, it causes what we call abominations,
right,
Yeah, that's
dis-ease.
why I always tell them. I said, just look at nature. Nature tells it all. Nature tells it all. If you have any questions, just like about the new year, you can tell that January is not the new year because everything has died off. Now, when everything comes back and it's so beautiful and grows, and it's just, you can tell everything becomes new in the new year. So it's definitely not January.
I tell you something funny. I had one of them tell me they use the African there's an African frog out there that can actually that changes from male species to female species and gives birth. And they said, "Well, that's a male giving birth." I said, "No." I said, "That is a natural way of the Most High being able to species to be able to do that. So when that species does give birth, it has all the feminine side parts in it to be able to do that on a natural basis, But yeah, I can understand though.
But we
Yeah,
won't
I
stay on
haven't
it
had
long
anybody
because
come tell me
people.
nothing like that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I won't stay on it long because people are, they get touched and feel some type of way about it. But I just wanted to speak that little bit.
yeah,
Uh,
we not
you know,
attacking anybody or condemning anybody. We just revealing to you what's called universal laws,
right,
and they have to do with the manipulation of energy. And the energies manifest, masculine and feminine energy manifests as men and women, and we have certain designs and functions for us to function optimally.
right.
And yeah, we both know we not condemning anybody for the way they
No, we love everybody. We love everybody.
Well,
So
I'm
I'm
just
back
gonna
on
looking.
the
listen to y'all. I'm gonna continue to watch. I'm gonna get off live now.
okay.
All right.
Right
Uh,
on.
back to what you were saying earlier when I
Yeah.
sent you the message about the Most High as the audience, because the lie and the truth are so close together. So sometimes
Right.
somebody can join your live and they actually think you're talking about Sky Daddy because it sounds like it, but they didn't hear the whole message. So when that's the reason why when I come into your live and you mention that and you say the Most High, I always tap in there, not Sky Daddy. And you should see some of the responses I get when I say that. So,
Nah, for real. Yeah.
so
The
that
best.
that might be
Yeah.
something you might want to throw in there when you say all praises to the Most High. You might want to end there with not Sky Daddy.
Yeah, because when I'm saying we always coming from the understanding that the kingdom is within you, and the closest that we're gonna understand to the concept is the most high self. Like
Right.
your best, the real best version of you is in the likeness and image of what's called God. The closest we get to
And,
understanding the concept is your best most high uh innermost self.
yeah, and I even seen them come on there and while you talking, because you say understanding, and then you're saying understanding, and
Yeah,
I want to make sure that I'm saying it right too. To me, because understanding to me is the spiritual side of my understanding. Understanding is the mind of me understanding.
right.
So is that what did I get that right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Like the
okay, I'm just making
internal
sure.
the internal interpretation as opposed to the external like do you when I say do you understand, what I'm basically asking is, do you see how this relate to yourself? Do you see how you
Absolutely.
experience these same things? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. I got you, man.
For sure, for
I got
sure.
you. But yeah, go ahead, man. I want to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, so I was talking about this Planned Parenthood and why it's in our particular neighborhoods, and not just Planned Parenthood. What Beamer is speaking on tie into that too. Cause when you get deeper into the understanding, it's like when you have sex with a woman without love or the intent of making a child, and you spill your seed or it is voided, this is considered um an abomination. This is considered like almost like unaliving a child,
Absolutely.
because the purpose of this union is the consummation of an understanding of who the two of you are in the creation of a life, the reproduction, what you produce, because you know who you are. And let us make man in our likeness and in our image. Like it's intentional. We coming together to intentionally create this life and love and understanding and peace because we got so much love to give. Now that we understand who and what we are, we create this life.
Well, Planned Parenthood was designed for people that look like me and you. That's the reason
Exactly.
why you find Planned Parenthood in every what we call urban area. You're going to find a
Exactly.
Planned Parenthood. You're not going to find Planned
Yes.
Parenthood in Beverly Hills or any suburb area. You're not going to find it. So I think people should probably research that, and they'll find out the reason why. It was put there for a purpose.
And I'm showing the people in the book how in Revelation the dragon stood in front of the woman to devour the child the moment it was born. In
Right.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 16, in Exodus chapter 1, verse 16, I'm showing the people, hey man, when you see this stuff happening in front of you, this is what it is. This is a fulfillment of prophecy, and it's showing you who you are because you're the one that's being targeted with these practices. And it's like it can't be made more plain. You know what I'm saying? But our people refuse to see it that way.
Well, they don't want to see it that way, but you know what they really need to do is they need to have the understanding, first of all, and they got to realize we were the first target. And throughout history, we have always been the target. So the book is based on targeting us. So if they look at it that way, then they can start seeing different things that are around them. Because the book, one thing about that book, I mean, it stretches the truth and definitely lies, but it also tells a lot of truth in it. But it's truth that
It hides a lot of
there you
all
go.
the stretches and the contradictions and all of the plagiarisms are
It
attempts to
does.
hide the truth. We got Donna
Absolutely.
up in here. Go ahead, Donna. I got you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my God, I really didn't want to be caught on live with this, but this is my worst sin that I feel pain in my whole life. Is I gave abortion to a child. I did, and now I see truth. I do see truth, but I see that I saved him from a lot of pain. And I say him because I felt that's what it was in the spirit now that I am what I am now. But man, it's a whole lot of things going on. It's not about pro-life. It's not about this or that. It's really not. It's like God saves all. He really does. He really saves all, regardless. Man, you caught me off guard, bro. You really caught me off guard.
Peace, Queen. I'm when I that's why I it took me so long to address this topic because I knew it may been some women, divine feminine energy, some queens in here that may have gone through this
Dude, I regret
process.
this every day of my life. You have no idea how I regret this. You have no idea how I regret this. Hey, regardless of my faults, I tried to protect him because of my fault, because of my fault, because of my parents' fault, because of what they didn't teach me, because I was trying to protect them. So it's like a mix of things. You can't judge one for the other. You really can't. It's really a whole. You can't be pro-life and you can't be against life. It's all a journey. It really is all a journey.
Donna, let me say this to you, and I hope this may uh, give you some comfort. Um, when you come into when you come into the understanding of your surroundings, we all experience, not to put one over the other or anything. I'm just saying we all experience a lot of things that we regret we have done in life.
I understand that, but y'all caught me on a trigger moment. Y'all
Right,
caught me on a trigger moment. I understand that. Like,
right.
I really understand that. I really do. But
Okay.
that's just what's deep in deep in my heart and deep in my soul that affects me. That y'all
Right.
caught me on a moment. Like, I wasn't even expecting this moment. You know, maybe I needed to be addressed this moment. It is what it is.
You not being condemned, and it ain't my place to condemn nobody. And I apologize sincerely if I came across that way.
I really tried to save him. I really tried to save him from heartache. Like, because of my own pain, because of my own pain I felt, I didn't want Dad to go through what I fucking went through. Do y'all understand that? I did not want it to go through what I went through.
No, my mother had an abortion before I was born. She was 13. So she aborted the first baby, but she was 15 when I was born, and she had me. And she regretted too. And I don't condemn my mother. I love my mother. That's my only mother. I come here first behind her. Right or wrong, good or bad, it doesn't matter. That's my mother.
I'm saying. This is the first time I'm addressing this. I don't even know how y'all reached me on this point. I really don't. I don't know how y'all reached me on this point. I really don't, but I understand. I understand it all.
Yeah, this. I'm sorry, y'all. My apologies. I shouldn't have brought this topic today like this.
Donna,
And
It
my
I
apologies for bringing it.
No, don't you do that.
no,
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't be sorry for somebody expressing what they went through, and it is what it is. Don't you be sorry. Don't you ever be sorry.
I
Don't
think
forget. Don't forget. God's directing your path.
We ain't nobody in this chat that can say we ain't never done no sin or committed no abominable act. Not one of
I
us.
understand
Include
that.
myself, first among us.
I think what
Nobody
it
here can sit here in the judgment of anybody for any past acts. None,
Yeah,
not one
it's
of
just,
us.
I'm sorry. It's just been weighing on my heart. I didn't even want to come at y'all people like this. I've been
I
watching for a long time. I've
I
been
I
think
appreciate it.
watching.
I think what it is, and what I'm seeing, and I could be wrong, but it sounds like to me, Donna, that you never had time to grieve. You never got a chance to grieve. And when hearing this, I think this is your time to grieve. So you take as much time as you need.
I understand. I understand what I did. You know, but I guess it all came to a halt. It's not about time to grieve. You know, I know what I did was wrong. You know, I know what I did. I know what I did was wrong. And like I was trying to I made a decision at that moment to say, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna put him through the pain that I went through. Like I experienced that child on
Don,
my
Donna,
experience rather
Donna,
than truth. Rather
Donna.
than truth.
Donna, Donna.
We appreciate you. I know this may sound crazy, but thank you for sharing and confessing what you feel
All
like.
right. It's all
Donna,
good,
You
bro.
know what I mean? Like you sharing, because many of us, we have deep, dark, secret sins that we wouldn't dare get up and confess before the world in tears and in sorrow like you doing.
But
And it
it
take a
is
lot
the
of
way it
strength.
is.
And
It is
it's
the way it is.
Donna,
Can I
yeah.
Donna,
speak to Donna for a second?
Yes, please. Yes, please,
Um,
Queen.
hey Donna, my name is Siobhan. I'm gonna inbox you, right? And I'm gonna send you my number and we can talk offline, okay? If you still listening,
I'm hearing you.
okay? Because it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing.
yes.
And I'm so proud of you. You know
And
what I
Donna,
mean? And this is
Donna,
woman to woman. And you're not the only
oh,
one. Okay, and I got your back.
Donna, can you hear me? Donna,
It's okay. You can let it out.
Donna, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we
baby,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, first of
We
all,
hear you,
Donna.
bro. We hear you, bro.
Okay, Donna, first of all, I need for you to take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a deep breath. Right now, just take a deep breath. Okay? And I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. I love you.
Hello, Moto.
I love you. I don't know whose phone is going off.
Always the
Can you
one.
hear me, Donna? Donna?
Hello, Moto.
Donna, can you hear me? Oh, she's paused.
Somebody call her.
Yes. I really wanted to speak to her. Donna, are you back? I think she's back on, but she's muted.
Yeah, she might need a minute to just get
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. I want you to know when you speak truth, Brother Corey, don't ever be, don't ever say you're sorry, because what you speak is truth. And sometimes that will bring out and this is not geared towards anybody, but the guilt that's been laying within us, it will sometimes come forward. And it's nothing bad. It's good. It's good. It's a good thing when you see the things that went in a way that you really didn't want it to go. It's a good thing. It comes to the forefront. But we still got to tell her we love her. We all have made mistakes. That's like me. After my fourth child, I had my tubes tied. And I felt guilty for years. Years. My baby is now 24 years old. But I think of all the blessings that would have came after him. Because at the time, I really didn't want any more. It's like I was popping them out. And I told my husband, I said, I just can't handle any more right now. But those are things that happened in the past, and we must not forget about the lives, but forget about the times, because if we hold on to those times, it's just going to keep bothering us. We won't be able to move forward. Donna, are you here?
Yes, I'm trying to move
Okay,
forward.
what I want you to do is take a deep breath and understand this. The way society has had everybody thinking and how they've had us going, then
Program.
you look around,
Program.
right? We're in that program, right? We're in that box. So we thought we were doing the best. But guess what? If you want more children, that same spirit will come back to you, under you. Don't cry over that. Okay? Don't cry over that. That was something that you did. We all make mistakes. God loves us. The Spirit of God loves us. He knows what we're in.
And
The
you're
Spirit
right.
knows what we're in. You
You're
see what I'm
right.
saying?
Like, I know.
So
I know that my capabilities was like I did better than my fucking parents did. Excuse my French. Like I did better than what they could do. I couldn't do no more, and like I had to take care of my kid that was here. You
remember
know,
this. Remember this. Whatever comes to you, you can handle it. You can handle it. I don't care if you have 10 kids, you can handle it. There's always a way. There's always a way. But do
that's
not
where
put
it gets
yourself.
me at. That's where it gets me at. That bad feeling, like like I failed. That's the main thing. That's where it gets me at. Like I failed.
You haven't failed, Donna. You haven't failed. Okay.
Because you have to let it go. You have to let that go. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Because you have to let it go. You have to let that go. Listen, I want you to know that you are loved. I don't know why
It's
it's echoing.
echoing. Somebody is.
God is.
Beamer, is that you? Are you on speaker?
God is going. God is going. God is going. God is going.
You was echoing Beamer. Don, I'm finna let Beamer back in because I would rather the women speak with you than then Beamer, you echoing, so you might want to cut your speaker off or your Bluetooth off so that you won't echo.
God is gone. God is gone. He just don't even see it though. God is gone. That was too much energy. He don't even see it though. That was really too much energy. I appreciate you ladies, you know. I'ma go. I'ma go. We're gonna start her on the whole new life, but I swear to
Uh,
God, y'all made me heal though. Y'all
Don-
made me heal. Y'all
Donna,
made
I'm gonna reach out to you, okay? I'm gonna DM you, and maybe we can talk offline.
I'm sorry, but I have trust issues with people, so like
Okay.
if I don't reach out, I'm sorry.
I can
Like
respect that as
sorry.
well, but the offer's open if you want to accept it,
But
okay?
I appreciate it though. I really do.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
your name?
My name is Siobhan.
Okay, Shabbat.
All right. And I love you, and you're going to be okay. And I'm here for you if you need me. And I mean that. Okay?
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro.
You're welcome.
you good?
I,
Yeah, you good. You in
I'm
this
good. I'm
moment?
good. Just a healing moment, man. And that was
Yeah,
beautiful. You can't even say nothing else besides that. Bruh, that was beautiful.
you good.
Cut
Love
me out, bruh. Please cut me out. I don't know how to do this TikTok thing.
You said here we'll just mute you. So this thing called grace, right? And this thing called repentance, it's not a religious thing. It's once we experience what's called contrition for whatever act, word, or deed, and then we turn away from it, never to repeat it again. The grace of the Most High is that it will never be mentioned to you or charged to you, or it won't even be brought up. It will be as if you had never done that act or had that thought or said that word. This is the goodness and the grace of the Most High and the option of turning away from what we have experienced to be what's called evil or bad or cause us to have suffering. We turn away from those acts and those ways of thinking. Grace is applied. This is why we still have this moment, and we would not be in this moment if not for the grace of the Most High, despite all we think we've done wrong or good. It's all to the grace and the love and the mercy and the will of the Most High. Our continued existence is proof. You are loved, Donna. There's people here and they sending you love and good vibes and peace. We don't condemn you. God ain't condemn you because you still in this moment. So yeah, it's love. Yeah, nah, this ain't a space of condemnation. I showed enough. Um, I share this much with you about the contrition when you break down and you cry from what's called contrition. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian because for health. It wasn't I didn't even know of the health benefits of that type of diet. I'm a vegetarian because I experienced what's called contrition and knew it was what's called blood on my hands, and I knew I the shedding of blood is something that's not the will of the most high, and you can't take back what you have done, but you can never do it again. That's called repentance. And it broke me to my knees when I realized I had shed blood upon this earth for the reasons it had been shed. None of us can sit and say we have not committed abominable acts in our ignorance or in our weakness. None of us.
Beamer, I'm echoing. I think you might be good.
Okay, I didn't know if it was me or not.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so that was
Y'all, I love y'all so much. And I am really feeling it in my heart right now for Donna and in my spirit. And I want her to know that she can move forward. She can move forward. There are great things that are here for her. And she just have to let that feeling go that's been keeping her down in her spirit. Once she lets that go, then everything else will rise in her. And she could be a help to many people. And I look
she
forward to her.
already have.
Yeah, I look forward to her even helping more,
Mm-hmm.
and just hold on, keep your head up. I love you, and
How
that's real. I love you more than you'll ever know, and I just met you, on here. I felt your tears, I felt your pain, and that's within all of us. That's how we were able to feel it because we've all felt that type of pain,
Yes.
even if it's for a different reason. We felt that type of pain.
felt the
So
shame, felt
the
the guilt.
shame, you know, the shame, all of it, all of it. But I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful. You are
Beautiful and
beautiful
special
and
in the
loved
kingdom.
and special in your place.
Who can stand up and confess in front of strangers they most deepest and they
Yes,
most darkest
yes,
shame?
yes,
Who
yes.
can do that? I don't know
I
many
don't
that's
know.
that strong and
Right.
that's moved that much to stand before openly and publicly and confess and repent. I don't
And
know
those
who
were real
many that can
cries.
do it.
It was real
The most
cries.
the most popular priests, we have to get exposed because we don't stand in front of the congregation in shame and repentance and confess, hey, you are special.
I'm gonna
That
tell
was
you,
a
you are more
testimony
than
and a
special.
powerful testimony. And
You
we
are more than
appreciate that
special.
example.
She's more than special. She is one that I was talking about yesterday when I said God's people. God's people. You know what I'm saying? She is a child of God. She's definitely a child of God, the Most High. And I'm just so thankful that I had the chance to experience this point right here when she came on.
That's a
She came on.
repentant, yeah.
She came on. This very deep. It's very deep. So yeah, and it makes you think about the things that you have done in life. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
It makes you
say,
think about the things you've done in life. When you think you've done the worst, it's always somebody else has done something that's even worse than that. And it makes you
I
think.
say,
It makes you look at yourself.
I
That's
say.
the biggest thing. So I love you, Donna. I love you, Donna. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing and pulling and whatever you're doing because I feel the pain of the cries inside of you. Those
I say.
cries were coming out from me. Even though you were given those cries were coming out from me.
All of us.
Man,
All of us. All of our
I love
shame,
you.
all of our
I gotta
I
get off of here. I'm sorry. I gotta get off of here. I mean, I really do. That touched me so much. I gotta go, y'all, and I'm gonna get off this live, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I see y'all on the Zoom. I love each one of y'all. Take
We love you,
care.
Gamer. Man. And I just
yeah,
say the
that's
same
yeah.
thing, Donna. Like, you are not alone, okay? And it
Not at
takes
all.
so much strength to do what you did and
Not
to
at all.
say what you said and to release that, you know. And I just advise that you continue to release it, let go of that guilt. You did what you had to do for you in that moment, and that's okay.
It's what it means to confess your sins one to another so that we can pray for one another. We can send positive vibes and good energy because we know what we're struggling with. And when we stand up and confess it and the shame and tears, it's just showing a contrite heart. And they say that's who God is with and who God is symbolized in through those type of acts. It's an example for us all. And we appreciate the example and the strength it took to share it. It's very humbling.
And I want to say, Donna, everything happens for a reason. There is somebody in here, whether they're in here or on the FYP, that needed to hear what you said today. You know what I mean? You were speaking out, but you were speaking to someone as well, someone who needed to hear what you said. And it's much appreciated.
I
Okay?
did for sure. I
We love
needed to
you.
hear it.
I did. I'm sure somebody else did. So it's okay. We're here for you. You family now, so it is what it is. You stuck with us. So we love you, okay?
For sure, for sure. Yeah, this what it mean. This is what that mean because once we can face it and we ready to accept it and we start the process of letting go and growing from it. And it's painful. Yeah, I don't think it's nobody in here that's gonna look down on what was done here today. This was an example. This is how you confess and repent. Peace, queens. All the queens in here sending the love, sending positive vibes. Peace. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna drop down. And Donna, my offer still stands if you want to talk, okay? I'm here anytime, 24 hours a day. Okay? Love everybody here.
Yeah, everybody. Look, you got everybody emotional. When one cry, everybody wanna cry. Peace. Peace. Yeah, we good. Hell, I'm emotional myself, but I know what this is and what it's for, and I'm thankful for it. I am. Truly. You muted, so let me unmute you. Give me a second. All right, there you go.
Yeah, bro. I can't even deal. I got so many emotions going on at one time. But the fact, the fact that I told my dog is my most heartfelt moment is beautiful, bro. I can't even. It's like I've been crying. That's all I can do is cry.
But you good. You know you good, right?
No, I'm good. I know I'm good. But that's beside the point. It really is. Man, it's all stupid, and we all gonna, yeah, oh, yeah, my face, like, I'm gonna tell you what I feel, like, I'm not used to all this stuff. I'm not even used to being on the camera. I don't even like taking selfies, but this was a beautiful moment, and I thank you for the healing.
All praise to the Most High. Thank you for sharing it.
Please cut me
Openly.
off. Please cut me off.
Okay. I'm gonna put you. All right.
Thank you.
I don't even know how do I take
We're
you.
gonna figure it out. We're gonna.
Okay. I muted you and I cut the camera. Y'all, I don't know how to take her down, y'all. Click the video button. Nope, that's not it. When you muted and I got your camera off, and I'm finna get off here myself. That's what I'm finna do. Finna take a chill pill. I'm gonna meditate and go to that place that's deep inside of us, and make my meditations and my supplications to the Most High. Thank everybody that been listening and that's been in here. And that's been Donna, we thank you. We thank you. And peace and light and love to you. And we'll be at you.